Ta-da! I know it's been a hot minute since the last time I was here in my living room with my kitchen in the background doing a YouTube video for you guys. But there are some news and updates that I would like to talk about, which are very important for both tourists who would like to come over here in Malta and as well people who would like to move in Malta for work. Roll the intro. Alright guys, so first I would start off by saying thank you. Thank you for all the positive feedback that I've been getting for the last several videos which were of me filming outside. I feel like I gave you like a glimpse of my life, what I usually do on a daily basis, and I'm so happy to see how many of you guys were enjoying my videos and having a laughter with me and me sharing a positive energy. I'm so happy, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the positive comments that are constantly coming on those videos. Thank you. Now, here we are with something very important thing, and let me just move aside and let's start. What you're gonna see in this video, here basically, you're gonna hear about the latest regulations that are happening in Malta starting from the 11th of November 2021, some work permit updates, and as well we'll be addressing the scams that are going on for people who would like to come over here in Malta. Now move this on the side and let's continue. The first very important thing that I would like to talk about is the regulation starting from the 11th of November 2021. We need to start wearing masks even outdoors. This is the rule. Mandatory wearing mask in outdoor spaces. People are being scared to book their winter holidays to come in Malta thinking that we are going to close down. In my opinion and my perspective, 100% that would not happen. Malta is not going on another lockdown. I believe that everyone is already well aware of what's going on and we all know what's happening in the world. We've been in this for the last 2 years and I believe that none of these countries is going to make another lockdown. When the authorities were coming out with this mandatory rule, they were saying that this is one of the measures that we are going to implement over here on the island so that we do not close down the businesses. Obviously, not to close down even the airport, so that we can have a good winter season. And I know that many tourists are being scared. However, in my humble advice, you can always find yourself a hotel and you can book the hotel on pay at property basis. So whoever is planning to come over here in Malta, I hope you're gonna succeed and I hope I might see you over here. I started seeing so many tourists over here in Malta, and for me it's always a pleasure meeting new people. So if you see me anywhere on the street, please don't be scared to say hi. Now, moving on, we are going up to the part which I'm pretty sure that 99% of people that clicked on this video are here for this. Work permit update for Malta. When it comes to the work permits, guys, there is two important things that I would like to mention. There is one thing when it's coming for work permits for people from the South Asian countries, and a completely other thing when it's coming to people who do not need Schengen visa or any kind of visa to enter in Malta, but they still need a work permit to work in Malta. Let's say one point would be Macedonia, Serbia, United States and United Kingdom as well. For example, these countries that I just mentioned can enter in Malta without the need of visa to stay for 3 months in Malta. Like Macedonian people can enter in Malta, stay for 3 months without any visa, but if they want to work, they need to apply for a work permit. Which means that for all of these countries, it's way more easier to come here in Malta and look for a job opportunity on spot. But this video is going to be more dedicated towards the South Asian countries because here is where we have some new updates and some news that are circulating. First and very important thing is how the process is going. Long story short, you're finding yourself an employer, he's applying for approval in principle letter in Identity Malta over here in Malta. This letter is granted, which means that now you can go and apply through the embassy in your country or VFS Global, whatever it is, for entry visa. Once this entry visa is granted, you can come over here in Malta and start your process to get your employment license, which is basically your work permit on your residence card, which is your residence permit. Now, when you know how all of this is going, I'm coming up to the point of where are we experiencing some news, basically where we are experiencing some difficulties. And this is in the middle process. Here, where is the application for visa entry is where we are facing difficulties. There is a lot of influx of work permits, meaning many people were granted work permits and approval in principle letters, but now the next available spots are in middle of 2022, basically starting from April. Now, I know that this is very frustrating for anyone who already has a work permit, even more frustrating for anyone who is trying to find a job opportunity. Guys, I don't want to break the heart of anyone, but I need to be very honest with you. And I need to point out like a very quick note so that you can understand why all of this is happening right now. When the pandemic hit, many people left the island. Many people who were from the South Asian countries stayed on the island, and working from the minimum wage, they started working on a higher level and getting a little bit of a better salary, which took them out from the minimum wage. However, now we are experiencing so many shortage of people working with the minimum wage, which means that since last summer, you remember when I was doing the videos about so many job opportunities in Malta, but for people coming from the non-European Union countries were basically opportunities on a minimum wage. It's still the same, guys. Or maybe something, let's say 100 to 150 euros more than the minimum wage. When the shortage of employees for a minimum wage started over here on the island, we tried to outsource people from Italy, from Spain, but they were not keen to come over here in Malta. Then we were trying to outsource people from Serbia and Macedonia, but to be quite frank with you, majority of those people, they left. Some of them, they stayed, and now they're trying to find even better job opportunities. Some of them are succeeding, some of them not. Regardless, when we realized that there was not enough of people, we opened up with people coming from the United Arab Emirates. Do you remember when Malta opened the VFS Global in Dubai? People started applying for entry visas from there. Well, this was a very smart move for Malta to outsource people who are already having quite a good experience in the United Arab Emirates, because one of the requirements was that you need to be in United Arab Emirates for over 8 months. People were moving over here in Malta. I met so many people who moved from United Arab Emirates to Malta, and as well I did a video with one of them. How things were going, there was even more shortage of staff. And now we are coming up to the point when the business owners directly are trying to outsource people from India, from Bangladesh, from Nepal. And all of these countries are needed to go in VFS Global in India or in the High Commission of India to start applying and start the process for the visa entry to come over here in Malta. With this being said, having so much shortage of people to work over here, there was such a huge amount of business owners trying to outsource people and releasing work permits. However, this has come to the point, so many of these applications that went through VFS, now we are seeing that there is so much influx of these applications that the waiting list for the next appointment starts from April. And I did a quite good research, and I'm gonna leave this comment over here. Have a look at that, guys. Someone is giving an advice for you guys to check it out exactly at midnight India time, to go on VFS Global, refresh, and try to book yourself an appointment. Moving on, the last thing that I need to talk about is about the scams that are going on. Guys, please be careful. Please, there are so many people outside, especially in India, pretending that they're agents and saying that they can get you a job opportunity over here in Malta for 1,500, 1,800 euros a month. There are not Maltese that are making this amount of money per month, let alone an outsource from another country. Guys, please be careful. Let me go back. So many messages, emails, and comments I'm seeing on all over my social media platforms. And I'm even seeing you guys sending me fake documents that you're getting from fake agents. Like, those agents have the audacity to pretend that they're an actual food delivery company over here in Malta. They're impersonating the biggest food. And I hope that you guys are making quite a good of research before you're giving out your money anywhere. I would like to gather a group of people who already have approval in principle letter and are in the process of visa application through VFS Global or embassy or wherever in South Asian countries, specifically in India. I want you guys to send me an email on my email address, which is contact@alexinmalta.com. please send me an email with the subject, I have a work permit for Malta. Send me an email and I'm gonna create a group for all of you so that over here we can chat and we can discuss of how your process is going on, who was granted, who was rejected, everything that is going on with your visa process. I want to gather all the information so that we can help the future candidates. We can help anyone in future so that we can tell them out how long does all of this is going on. I want to gather this group, so please make sure to send me an email. I'm gonna list down over here my email address one more time again. I want each and everyone who is planning to come over here in Malta to go in the right way. I want each and everyone who is coming over here on this beautiful place to have a comfortable life as well. Hence, all of these videos are here. Check out, if it's your first time on my channel, have a look at my channel around. You will see everything from accommodation, from cost of living, so that you can get a good idea. I know that Malta is a hot destination for many people to come and work over here, but the reality might be different from what you guys are seeing online. And on this channel, you'll find the real information. Self-promo, wow! Anyway, let's cut the video over here. Guys, I love when I do these videos when I'm sitting down because I feel like we are interacting to one another, which is beautiful. Can't wait to start seeing the comments in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure to like the video and click the subscribe button as well. And until I see you in my next one, bye.